What you are listening to is Your Love Fades Away by Juno Award-winning singer-songwriter and friend Simone Denny. Welcome back to What She Said.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.
Tell us about your new soul project.
Wow, it's a huge departure from my dance music days, but what a lot of people don't realize is actually live music and soul music is where I started. This particular project, the Stereo Dynamite Sessions Volume 1, is kind of a throwback to 40s and 50s when rock and soul first merged, and just having a really good time doing it. It's all live.
And you have a new live band.
I do have an awesome live band, actually.
And one of them is sitting here with you.
One of the Fabulosity is here with me today.
Ben Neely.
Ben Healy.
Ben Healy. Oh, well, that makes it even better.
Ben Healy. No relation to the other famous Healy.
So tell us about your early days.
Wow. Early days in terms of the other genre of music or just starting out in music?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I started in music purely by accident, actually. I was the only child. Loved to sing. In grade school, we had a school spirit assembly, and I wanted to do something for the show. And I ended up singing Anne Murray's You Needed Me, got a standing ovation, and that pretty much did it. It was like, this is fun.
And your mom said, I told you.
No, actually, my family, they're all into education, and they're all professionals, and their reaction was, music? Really? I was like, oh, okay.
But she's very supportive.
Oh,
now.
absolutely. Absolutely. She's my biggest fan. I look in the audience, and she's usually mouthing the words and tearing up. So, yeah, she's right there. Absolutely.
Well, there seems to be a big resurgence of soul, with Soul in the City at Casa Loma.
Yes.
On Monday nights, such huge crowds.
It's a beautiful evening. It is
a lovely evening, and I was just amazed that like thousands of people are going out on a Monday night. In the summer.
It's such a beautiful evening. Live music, I think, is something that's it's here in our city, but an event like that is such a beautiful setting. The ambiance of Casa Loma, and Sean Jones is amazing, and his band is awesome. So it's really nice to be part of it and to be part of that surge that's coming back into the soul scene.
Mm-hmm. A little birdie has told me that you have something else going on besides everything else.
Everything else.
But maybe you aren't ready to share?
Looking at launching a YouTube channel right now. I'm really trying to bring my two worlds together, love of fashion, actually three worlds, body positivity and music. So we're kind of looking into that right now, in the early stages of putting that together.
Well, tell us about your plus size modeling career, because I did not know this.
This is new. I've never really considered myself a model, but I urged by a few friends to try it, and it's been fun. I think more than anything else, I feel really empowered when I do it. It forces me to embrace my body and just, let go and enjoy the moment, whether it's at a fashion show or we're filming and doing a in-studio session. It's a very empowering movement, and a lot of women just to embrace your beauty and forget what society tells you, the rules of what beauty should be. Stop letting them dictate who or what you should look like. And it's an amazing movement here in Toronto.
So what will your YouTube channel focus on? The music or a little bit of everything?
It'll be a little bit of everything. I sat down one day and realized just how many people I know. I'm like, wow, I really know a lot of people either in TV, radio, fashion, music, and it would be a great way to just bring them all together. Not quite sure the concept yet, but it's in the works.
So will you be a host?
I will be the host.
You will be
Absolutely.
the host. Oh,
I'll be the
we
interviewer.
have some competition.
No,
no, not that, but
no.
we might get to be guests.
Of course. Absolutely.
Yes.
Oh, I'm coming for you. Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely.
That would be great. Now, you've cruised the highs of a career in Canada, but how has the industry changed in your time? And what does it take to make it? Because we have a lot of young artists that are starting out, and I have a son in the business, and the industry has changed even in his time, and he's pretty young.
You know what? Social media has made a huge change on the industry, and I think also another tip would be to diversify. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I mean, for me, I'm doing it in music, fashion. You go in many directions at once. Pick them, make sure they're all solid, but go in as many directions as you can.
But in an era when the music is basically free, how does somebody starting out who doesn't have your track record How do they make it? What would you tell them?
I would say you just really got to perfect, choose. For me, music was always my main focus. So I really focused in and perfected that. And that gave me the fame that I needed. And from that, I don't know for them what that would be, whether it's art, fashion, movies, whatever it is their main interest is, learn it, do it well, and then figure out which way you want to go. Look for opportunities. I have always been presented with unconventional opportunities, things that I never would have thought that I would be doing. Mm-hmm. And I go with it. I never turn things away.
Like what's one that really stands out?
Wow, plus modeling. That's not something I ever considered myself doing, like ever. I never thought of myself as a model. I mean, I was great. I had a mom that always told me, or a family that always told me that, you're beautiful and we love you. And so that was never a question for me. But this is a whole new journey for me. It's very interesting to be in it.
Well, speaking of journeys, many people don't understand why talented Canadians don't flock south to the U.S. And everybody has a reason. What was yours?
Why I haven't gone to the U.S.? I wouldn't say I'm not going to the U.S. I think, a lot of Canadians not yet. A lot of Canadians, I've had success worldwide in like Europe and South America. And I had a couple of songs in the U.S. that did very well. I did the vocals for Queer Eye for the Straight Guy. And that was me singing the theme song. So I've toured there as well extensively. But Canada, demographically, we're just a smaller country. It's not, people don't leave, I think, for lack of love of country. It's just, they want to expand, and that's it. I think we're all going to go there at some point. But home will always be Canada.
Absolutely. What are your plans for new recordings? We know that you love a good Christmas single.
Definitely. We're actually looking at some Christmas singles now. We're looking at some new recordings as well. So a lot in the works. Can't tell you everything yet, though, but it's coming. It's coming.
Now, your heart is almost bigger than your voice. You give back on a 24/7 basis. What are the causes that draw you in, and how do you make time for all of them? Because you really are hugely philanthropic.
When I am very happy to lend my voice at any time to any good cause. I don't like to see people suffer. I love everybody. I've been raised to be that way, to treat everybody with a lot of respect. So anytime and anywhere, whether it's posting something on Instagram because somebody wanted to bring more awareness, somebody wants me to perform at a fundraiser, Doctors Without Borders, anything and everything. I think that's really it. There's no real, formula to what I do. I just go when I get the call.
Now, you've sung and collaborated with a lot of other people. What was the highlight, and who or what is still on your bucket list?
I would say,
highlight?
Patti LaBelle. Oh. Patti LaBelle was definitely a highlight.
Oh,
that was, I'm rarely starstruck, but that was a funny moment because I was on stage and we started singing Lady Marmalade. It was actually Patti LaBelle and Jocelyn Brown. So it was two major women that I had admired my entire life. And I remember Patti just said, "Come on, Simone." And I was like, she said my name. And I looked down and my road manager was like, "Sing." And I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm not going to sing." But she's such a lovely person. It was a pleasure just to be around her and to sing with her. And another person I would say I have a lot of regard for is Lionel Richie as well. I've actually had dinner with Lionel a couple of times. And he's such a nice person. He just really is a good person. And it's refreshing to meet people like that and be around them and know that people that you've idolized your whole life, and then you meet them and they're exactly what you expect them to be and more.
Well, there must be somebody else on the list that you would like someday to work with or collaborate with.
Bryan Adams. Maybe one day that would be kind of cool. Yeah, Bryan Adams would be kind of cool.
That would be doable.
I was very close. I sang on his mic at one point in his studio, and that was a moment. So,
have you reached out to him?
I have not, but
Bryan, if you're listening,
absolutely. We both have husky voices. It'll work.
Yeah.
So you knew right from what 6th grade was when you did that?
6th grade, yeah, by accident. Yeah, completely by accident.
And
I was on a path. I was more a kid that was into visual arts. So fashion design, a lot of painting, drawing, sketching. Music was cultural because my family's Caribbean. So that was normal, but never thought of being a singer.
Well, thank you very much for joining us this evening.
Thank you for having me.
And for everyone else, that is our show for this weekend. We will be back next Saturday and Sunday at 10 p.m. But right now, here is Simone Denny, accompanied by Ben Healy, performing Your Love Fades Away.
These are painful days, nights filled with shame, longing to keep you from walking away, but your heart has no flame. We've got faded love, time's run out for us, but a lifetime of memories still remain, and so does the pain. I know you're leaving me, stay the night, just keep on dancing, keep holding me tight. I know when twilight creeps in with the day, your love fades away, and it hurts to care, but I know you're happier on a long road to nowhere, to anywhere but here. And it hurts like hell, trapped under your spell. You're planning to leave me behind, such a cruel goodbye. I know you're leaving me, stay the night, just keep on dancing, keep holding me tight. I know when twilight creeps in with the day, your love fades away. These are painful days, nights filled with shame, longing to keep you from walking away, but your heart has no flame. We got a faded love, time's run out for us, but a lifetime of memories still remain, and so does the pain. I know you're leaving me, stay the night, just keep on dancing, keep holding me tight. I know when twilight creeps in with the day, your love fades away. I know you're leaving me, stay the night, just keep on dancing, keep holding me tight. I know when twilight creeps in with the day, your love fades away. Love